Hey, now it's time. Sorry, my voice is shot. Let's go ahead and switch transitions here. We did it this time. We remembered the transition at the beginning of the video. Welcome everyone to Banana Bread Trades. My name is Goose. I apologize, my voice is shot. It's been a wild, awesome weekend. And we're starting off the week strong already. Nailed a nice opening trade right there at the open, Globex open. We caught that gap for about 10 points on 5 MNQ. That's the nice thing about copy trading is 10 points on 10 MNQ. That adds up pretty quick. So we're definitely happy with our starting of the week already. That's going to make it nice to where really can be patient most of the week. I mean, like I said, 2 or 3 of those a week is really all I'm aiming for. So starting off the week strong. Now let's go ahead and mark out some levels and kind of talk about what our plan is for this week. Let's get after it, right? So the big thing, we'll look at the macro picture. Looking at the daily here on ES, we just barely skirted the top of the infinite range. I wouldn't say I'm necessarily pumped on ES, right? I'm not super bullish, not super bearish, but I don't think we're clear from the range yet. As you can see, open went right. Our opening gap was right back in the range, right? We're just at the top of it. So I'm going to want to see like a really good, strong, bullish move and break this like high volume node that we're still in, right? We still got a little bit of a gap here to get to the next one. And then I think we might have a little bit of clear sailing on ES at least, right? It's just been such a disgusting gross range. I'm just not putting a whole lot of faith in it. Now let's switch over here to NQ, the stuff that I actually trade, right? Because I haven't been trading ES really the last 2 months just because of the action that we've been getting on it. NQ, however, has been incredible, right? We broke out of the range and we went right to my next swing level, right? So this is also why I'm a little cautious on longs. Oh, good morning, Joel. What time is it for you? It's morning, right? I would believe it's morning for you. I'm not sure. I don't know what your time zone is, but you're on the other side of the planet. But yeah, so NQ. We're just barely grazing the bottom of this swing zone, right? That I have marked out on our daily chart. So I'm not really full gas on longs right here. I wouldn't be surprised to see a red day. Right, I guess Friday was a little bit of a red day. It wasn't anything crazy. It just looked like there was a little bit of indecision. I mean, we are in this next high volume node. This is a swing zone. So it's a really great place to take profits. For anyone that was long in that infinite range, there's going to be a lot of profit taking in this zone as we figure out what we're going to do next. And we could just range here for a while as well. That's not out of the question. We did get the move from the previous range there, though. I don't anticipate us falling all the way back down, but if we do, I would expect that to be a long setup. I might buy some calls or something, expecting the top of that range to hold and then for us to continue our move upward. But like I said, right here in the zone we're at right now, any swings I have all wise, I mean, I already took profit on Friday. But yeah, I'm pretty much out of anything I got right now as we're entering this next swing zone. Now, if we consolidate and kind of move up to the top side of this node and break above, then I'm totally full gas long. And that's going to be a little bit dependent on ES, I think. I mean, the tech sector's been super strong, but if ES really does break out and we do get that next move up on ES, then NQ to 1500 like that, or 15,000, that is not out of the question whatsoever, and I'm definitely going to be here for it. Like I said, we break above this level, then it's just long city again. So yeah, right now I'm not super bearish. I'm not really planning any big shorts. I'm just being aware that there could be some profit taking on the next couple days, or a little bit of choppy action as we decide what we're going to do for our next move. So like I said, I'm not bummed at all. Let's take a look at our news for this week. So we'll go up here to financial juice, the juice. And yeah, so do we have anything coming up? I haven't looked at news at all yet, so just trying to find, there we go. So this is going to be PMI, which is going to be on May 23rd, which would be a Tuesday. Yep, on Tuesday we have PMI, and that PMI is coming out 15 minutes after open. So Tuesday we will be flat, probably until 30 minutes to an hour after open. We'll let all of that set up. Noel said my description's broken in the Discord. I will have to fix that after the stream. But yeah, so Tuesday will be very flat for the first 30 minutes, maybe first hour. PMI, I would expect some big moves. Those are going to be some big violent moves. And then it looks like we also have new home sales. That's going to be 30 minutes after open. So we will be flat probably until initial balance gets set up. And then maybe we'll catch a play off that. Maybe we won't. I don't know. That's a lot of news coming out Tuesday morning. So I would expect, the morning to be pretty whippy and violent. And there's no need to put ourselves at any unnecessary risk. Move on to Wednesday here. Crude oil inventories for anyone trading CL. So have fun with that. And we have FOMC this week. I thought that was next week. Okay. FOMC meeting minutes, at least. Yeah, that's not the big meeting. FOMC meeting minutes. It's going to be typical time right after lunch. So be aware that day will probably be gross, honestly. The meeting minutes days have been, I don't know, kind of meh leading up to minutes. And then we get our minutes and they're really just kind of affirming what they said in the prior meeting. So I don't know. I probably just won't even trade Wednesday. That's just going to be a gross day all around. So maybe we'll play with CL on that day. Next day, Thursday, or is this? Yeah, this is going to be Thursday. We have jobless claims. So a lot of news coming out this week. This is going to be a very news-heavy week. Jobless claims, that's going to really move us. We also have U.S. GDP quarter-over-quarter second estimate. So that's going to be a very, very violent pre-market. Because, I mean, both of those are really big inflation indicators, which could really move us or give us an idea of if we're going to get this next rate hike or not, right? A lot of this bullishness has been based off the opinion of them pricing in, hey, we're not going to do a rate hike this next meeting, but it looks like, I don't know, we'll see what these estimates come in at. If they're really positive and we like, showing that inflation's coming down, which would mean that jobless claims are increasing and US GDP is also increasing, then we probably won't get the rate hike. But if jobless claims are all of a sudden coming right back, like I said, it's just kind of an indicator of whether or not inflation is coming under control or not. So that's going to be pretty heavy day. And then moving on to Friday, UK retail sales. We don't care about Europe. Just kidding. We care about Europe, but that's not our trading hours. Then we have PCE. Man, Friday's going to be just bussin' as well. Durable goods, consumer spending, just a lot of inflationary indicators this week. So be aware. Could be a very violent and whippy week. Yeah, I would be very careful taking heavy trades this week. I'm going to trade extremely light. I trade extremely light anyway. You all know I just trade the 1 MNQ normally during regular trading hours and just copy it across account. Maybe get a couple of those a week and I'm good. But yeah, this is going to be extra caution is going to be taken this week, depending on how all of these inflationary reports are digested. So be careful. Just be aware. There could be some real damage done this week. So now we're done with that. Let's go ahead and look at, this is our ES hourly chart, and just like look at how gross this is. We're going to mark some NQ levels. I'm not going to mark any levels on ES just because I don't like it. I don't like it right now. It's just been like, look at this. We'll just chop, puke, chop, puke, chop, puke, chop, puke. Like that's all we've been doing on ES. It's, to me, in my opinion, for the way I like to trade, it's been almost untradeable trying to trade ES or the S&P 500 futures. But it's, yeah, nothing here of note, just endless, choppy, then random spurts of energy. Now we have NQ, and look how beautiful, look at this beautiful, beautiful uptrend. You could have longed anywhere here. And if you had a really wide stop with some light leverage, you would have been okay. Probably going to fill this overnight gap. That's what my trade was initially right at open. We opened like really, really low, and immediately we had some bids hit. So I got long, got my 10 points on 5MNQ, and then we got out. I would definitely expect us to go ahead and fill that gap. Looks like they're trying to do that right now. But that's one of my favorite plays, like Sunday or anytime we open with like some sort of gap like that on Globex. I'll watch if buyers or sellers kick in and it looks like we're going to fill that gap right away. I'll usually play that gap fill. So now we need to mark out some levels. There's one really obvious one right here. And before we get in further, the orange, that is weekly volume profile. So this is showing last week's, or no, it's not. What is going on there? Right profile, or left profile, I mean. Oh, previous week. Yeah, it's not showing everything. It's showing the week before the previous week. Whatever. So we'll just turn that off for now because probably Globex is not wanting to load. Oops. So yeah, the one main level that we're going to want to watch here is going to be right here, right ray. And you see we have this high volume node right here. We got a pretty, like volume's pretty thin right here, right? This was a pretty quick move up. Volume got really thin, so they're not really going to want to trade here. But there is this high volume node here, so I wouldn't be shocked to see profit taking down to this level. Now, maybe they do go ahead and trade it down to 13,500. But if they do, this move right here, this 13,630 to 13,550, this is going to be a very quick and violent move. So we'll be kind of watching here. I'll probably be looking to stab some longs right here about 13,651 if buyers step in. So I'll be watching delta and time and sales. We get some buyers step in, then I'll probably try to snag a little long there. But if that breaks, it's going to be very quick. So I will be very tight with my stop, I guess. Further up here, really nothing. And we're going to stick to the same kind of plan that we had prior. And what we talked about last week is we don't want to take any longs or any shorts, right? Not up here. We're not going to take any shorts. But what I'm going to watch for is good long opportunities. So anytime we pull back to a level like this, now that we've broken above this infinite range, I'm going to be watching for these long opportunities and take them lightly, but I'm expecting the market to be bullish. Granted, news not absolutely messing everything up as well. So this is going to be a very news heavy week as well. So I will be trading with extra caution. But as of right now, I'm not short heavy. I'm not really long heavy either though, right? We're really just kind of in a waiting game right now. Like I said, I'm not long heavy into this swing zone. I couldn't tell people not to short either, right? If someone was like, hey, I want to try to swing a short from here to here, I'd be like, that's not a terrible idea. For me, risk-wise, if I expect the market to go here, why would I look for this little trade and not try to trade the safer side of to the upside, right? I'm still betting on what we've been talking about since December is a summer of a bull market, a really slow grind uptrend bull market. That's what I'm looking for this summer. Granted, that all really depends on the next FOMC meeting. We'll see kind of what they talk about in minutes this week and what our inflationary reports come out this week. But yeah, as far as like really specific levels, I don't got any. I might end up marking this 850-ish level right here. We'll keep an eye out. Probably watch how Globex plays right here. What is going on? Sorry about that. We'll watch how Globex plays out around this level. If it really looks like it's going to be a well-defined spot, then maybe I'll put a box around it. But if not, we'll wait and kind of look for another one. It would line up with kind of our general distance that we have for these levels. But I want to see a little bit more action around that area before I actually mark it out. Howdy, Brian. Howdy, Caleb. Howdy, Adam. You guys are a little late, but that's okay. I'm just glad you showed up. I love all of you. But yeah, that's really all I got for my plan this week, right? We're up here above everything that we've been marking out. We're above that infinite range. We're kind of in any prior levels, right, that we were looking at on the macro. Like, I'm not looking for any particular level from 2022 to be taking short stabs at or to look for real hard long resistance, right? I want to see more recency bias in taking these longs. So we'll be watching that. We'll be watching Rocket Scooter, seeing what the liquidity maps look like. If they flip real bearish, then yeah, we will flip bearish. And I will take some shorts, and I'll let you guys know in the Discord when that happens as well, right? When I really change bias. But for right now, I'm a cautious bull right now. I would say that's where my attitude is. And yeah, just gonna be aware that we could have some profit taking and not to get myself caught up in a lot of drawdown on longs. I'll be taking profit quick on longs, expecting that we could have some pullback. Not knowing exactly where the pullback is going to go either. Like, we don't have super hard to find levels outside of this 13,650 level. And then yeah, that's really it. That's all I got for us this week, guys. With so much news happening, I really can't form any super hard bias until we see what these numbers come out as. So yeah, I'll be trading super light, super tight. And I hope you guys also have a fantastic week. Hello, Nick. And yeah, stay safe, stay patient. I love you guys, and let's have a fantastic week. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and end the stream here, go eat some dinner, and I'll see you guys bright and early on Monday.